This week on Archery 101, I'm going to tell you about the 5 things that I've learned about thumb rings. Hey everybody, Greg here. You know, if you want to do archery, there's always that lure, the thumb ring. Now I'd show you mine, but I have a slight problem. My green screen, my thumb ring is green plastic, so it becomes transparent. So that's why I used the picture earlier. You know, I've been playing with the thumb ring for a little bit now, and man, is that ever a learning curve. But don't let that dissuade you from trying it, because I'm telling you, the thumb ring can be a lot of fun. So the first thing that I learned about a thumb ring is that the size of the ring is critical. If that ring is not just the perfect size, it's going to result in 2 things. And these 2 things seem to happen a lot with a thumb ring. And the first one is pain. If that ring's not right, it's going to dig in, squeeze, things like that. It's going to be painful. The second thing it's going to do is really affect your release, how clean it is and things like that. So making sure, taking the time and getting a proper fitting ring is very important. The second thing that I learned is that where the string sits on the ring is very important. Once again, it's going to do 2 things. The first thing it's going to do is cause pain. Recurring theme here, huh? If you do a thumb ring wrong, you're going to be in pain a lot. If you have the ring in the wrong spot, it's going to dig into your hand. If you have the ring in the wrong spot, it's going to affect the release. And if you have it in the wrong spot, the string's going to whoop across the edge of your thumb, and you're going to have one serious callus on that baby right there. So the third thing that I learned about thumb rings is how to hold the thumb. There is many ways to hold the thumb, and they all result in 2 things: pain and a good release. You are going to be tempted to wrap that finger heavily around it. That is going to cause the string to go in the wrong spot. It's going to cause pain, and it's going to cause a bad release. Right in here, just like that. Don't wrap the whole thumb. You will for a while. You'll have to put the whole thumbnail underneath it, but as you get better and you build the strength, you won't have to. And the 4th thing that I learned, and this is going to take a lot of you off, but I'll stand by it, is you do not have to shoot off the thumb. I shoot left and right-handed, and I shoot off the index finger. So if I'm shooting right-handed, I use a right-handed bow. Because if you're going to shoot off the thumb, that means you got to go out and buy a left-handed bow, unless you're going to use a bow with no shelves. But I shoot off the shelf, off the index finger, perfectly fine. You do not have to shoot off the thumb. Now, if you want to be a traditional horse archer, obviously you want to do it the right way. But if you just like archery like me, you don't have to. So don't go thinking you have to do it one way. It works just as well shooting off the other side. And the last thing that I learned about thumb rings is that you can have multiple anchors. You can anchor here, you can anchor here, you can put the hand behind you, you can put the hand away from you. Remember, we're not talking horseback archery. I'm just talking shooting with a thumb ring. And I like it, and there's different ways. Now, one thing I did learn is if I try to wrap, you know when you shoot with your hands, you try to wrap that hand around your face? If you do that with a thumb, your arrow, if you're shooting right-handed, is going to go way off to the side. She doesn't like to be pulled around. Why? Because when you release, the string goes away from the face. When you release with fingers, it goes in towards the face. So when you release with your thumb, the string goes away from the face and shoots the arrow off to the left. So what you want to do is keep that nice straight line. It doesn't matter where your anchor point is, as long as the thumb and the hand are in a nice line. But if I get it back here, you can see where it is. Now the string's going to come out here and shoot over there. So the multiple anchors is cool, and I'm telling you, I can shoot up here, shoot down here. and pretty much keep the same accuracy. It's a very, what's the best word to use here? You know, it gives a lot of latitude in what you can do. It's a lot of fun. So there you have it, boys and girls. 5 things that I learned about thumb rings. And I'm telling you, if you're into archery and you're just an archer, try a thumb ring. You're going to suck really bad at first, okay? Don't get me wrong. It's going to be painful. But if you keep with it and you work on it and you learn it, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right. You know what to do, boys and girls. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. You got a question or something to say, put it in the comments down below. And please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you next week with an all-new episode of Archery 101.